They're the battles burned into Australian folklore. Tonight we bring you exclusive pictures of a new battle that may become part of our nation's history. The Battle of Derapet was fought in Afghanistan's Orūzgān province last month. It involved 80 of our diggers and raged for 3 hours. The Taliban retreated after more than 30 of their number were killed. But for Australia, the victory was tempered by the death of Brisbane Lance Corporal Jared McKinney. Details of that day have been sketchy, but now Mark Burrows, who's embedded with Australian troops, can reveal for the first time exactly what happened.
Australian diggers toe-to-toe with the Taliban. 6 RAR Delta Company, around 80 soldiers in one of the country's fiercest gun battles since Vietnam. It's video shot by our soldiers and released to 9 News for the first time. The Battle of Derapet in Orūzgān province, untold until now.
It was massive. Hands down, from all the guys that I've got in the team, it was the most intense experience I've ever been in.
The Australians had planned the assault for days. Locals feared a showdown and went into hiding. Australian soldiers approached from several directions with their Afghan counterparts, along irrigation channels with their explosives dog Harry. And from high, firing rocket-propelled grenades. To find out how the battle unfolded, we travelled across the desert to the remote Aussie patrol base overlooking the valley where it all happened. The soldiers call it the pirate ship, and the insurgents are at their back door.
If you and I were to go for a wander, I'd take about 500 metres down there and we'll get shot at.
That's good hit! On the day of the battle, 2 armoured vehicles, ASLABs, tore into the enemy in the centre of picture. The Australians are on foot to the right.
It's quite a successful operation because we did kill a large number of the enemy, but you know, at the same time we lost a really good friend.
That friend was Lance Corporal Jared McKinney. The moment the Australians opened fire, they knew they were facing an enemy that was different. They were not the normal $1-a-day Taliban who pick up a rifle after a day's farming.
They were here to fight. They were an insurgency, a guerrilla army.
The Australians killed upwards of 30 insurgents.
At some stages, the company was pretty much fighting for its life.
Major Chris Wallace oversaw the operation.
The actions on that day go along with major battles in our Defence Force and in the Australian Army. Should go down in history, yeah.
The fight with the Taliban in this valley is far from over. They will soon move out and try and disrupt local parliamentary elections in the next 2 weeks. And the men of Delta Company will be here to stop them. In Orūzgān province, Mark Burrows, 9 News.
Thousands of people have attended